1 in 10 people experiences acid reflux almost every single day. If you're one of them, I'm going to share some practical, evidence-based tips that can genuinely help. And make sure you stay until the end because I'll also talk about 4 of the best natural beverages that can ease occasional heartburn. I'm Dr. Tane, and I help you live longer, stronger, and healthier naturally. Subscribe now and let's add healthy years to your life. Let's start by understanding what's actually happening inside your body. Between your food pipe, which is medically called the esophagus, and your stomach, there is a valve known as the lower esophageal sphincter. This sphincter is a ring of muscle that works like a one-way valve. When you swallow food or liquids, they travel down into your stomach through this valve. Once the food passes through, the valve is supposed to close tightly. Its job is to prevent stomach contents, including acid, from coming back up into the esophagus. If that valve does not close properly or is weaker than it should be, stomach acid can flow backward into the esophagus. That backward flow is called acid reflux. When acid reflux becomes frequent or more severe, it is known as gastroesophageal reflux disease, or GERD. Heartburn is actually a symptom of acid reflux. It's the burning sensation you feel in the middle of your chest. Other common symptoms include a sour or acidic taste in your mouth, belching, bloating, and even a dry, persistent cough. In more severe cases, it can also cause a sore throat. Now let's talk about what you can do to reduce acid reflux naturally. There are several factors that can weaken the lower esophageal sphincter. Smoking is one of them. Alcohol is another. Being overweight is also a major contributor. All 3 of these can reduce the strength of the sphincter and make reflux more likely. If any of these apply to you, consider quitting smoking, reducing or eliminating alcohol, and working toward a healthier weight. Even modest weight loss can significantly improve symptoms. Strengthening the lower esophageal sphincter helps it close more tightly and reduces the chance of acid moving upward. It's also important to understand that certain medications can worsen acid reflux symptoms. Common pain relievers such as aspirin and ibuprofen can irritate the stomach lining and increase reflux. Some blood pressure medications, particularly calcium channel blockers, can also relax the lower esophageal sphincter. If you suspect a medication is making your symptoms worse, don't stop it on your own. Talk to your doctor so you can come up with a safe and appropriate management plan. For many people, acid reflux is worse at night. The reason is simple: gravity. When you're standing or sitting upright, gravity helps keep stomach acid where it belongs. But when you lie flat in bed, that protective effect disappears. If the lower esophageal sphincter is loose, acid can more easily flow back into the esophagus. One of the most effective strategies, and one that many of my patients find extremely helpful, is elevating the entire upper body while sleeping. This does not mean stacking pillows under your head. That only bends your neck forward and doesn't meaningfully reduce reflux. Instead, you want to raise the upper part of your body by about 10 to 20 degrees. You can do this by placing blocks under the top 2 legs of your bed, putting support under the mattress, or using a wedge pillow designed to elevate the upper body. The key is a gentle incline of about 10 to 20 degrees, so gravity can work in your favor. Another important tip is to go to bed with an empty stomach. Ideally, avoid eating in the 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. Also, try not to drink anything in the last 2 hours before lying down. This reduces the amount of material in the stomach that could potentially reflux. Portion size also matters. Large meals stretch the stomach, increase pressure inside it, and make reflux more likely. Instead of eating large meals, consider having smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day. Certain foods are well known to trigger acid reflux in many people. Peppermint, tomatoes, chocolate, and caffeine are common culprits. That doesn't mean everyone must eliminate them completely, but if you notice your symptoms worsen after consuming these items, try reducing or avoiding them. Many people ask about coffee. Some of my patients are still able to enjoy coffee in moderation, especially when they follow the other lifestyle strategies consistently. The overall pattern of habits often matters more than a single food item. Clothing can also play a role. Tight belts or tight clothing around the waist increase pressure on the abdomen and can push stomach acid upward, worsening reflux. Wearing looser clothing, especially after meals, can help reduce that pressure. If lifestyle measures aren't enough, there are several medical treatments available. Some are over-the-counter, and others require a prescription. These include antacids like calcium carbonate products, H2 blockers, and proton pump inhibitors. Each works in a different way to reduce or neutralize stomach acid. The right option depends on your specific symptoms and medical history, so it's important to discuss this with your doctor. Now let's talk about 4 natural beverages that many people find helpful for occasional heartburn. First, water. Plain water can help dilute stomach acid and may provide quick, temporary relief from mild symptoms. It's simple, but often effective. Second, basil tea. To prepare it, boil water in a pot or kettle. While the water is heating, wash fresh basil leaves thoroughly. Place the basil leaves in a teapot or mug. Once the water boils, pour it over the leaves. Allow the tea to steep for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how strong you prefer the flavor. Then strain out the leaves, serve the tea hot, and enjoy. Third, fennel tea. Bring water to a boil in a pot or kettle. Lightly crush fennel seeds to release their natural oils. Place the crushed seeds into a teapot or mug and pour the boiling water over them. Let the tea steep for around 10 to 15 minutes. After steeping, strain out the seeds, serve it hot, and enjoy. Last but certainly not least is ginger tea. Peel and slice a fresh ginger root about 1 to 2 inches in length. Bring water to a boil in a pot or kettle. Add the ginger slices to the boiling water and let them simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then remove the pot from heat and allow the tea to steep for an additional 5 minutes. Strain out the ginger slices, serve hot, and enjoy. You can adjust the strength and flavor of any of these teas by changing the amount of herbs or spices you use and by adjusting the steeping time. I'm Dr. Tane, making healthy aging simple for you. Because your health isn't just about you, it's about the people who love you. That's all for today. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section and I'll do my best to answer them. I'll see you in the next video.